What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, BehindTheIndustry.blog. Make sure you check them out on mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go, and let's start it off with the boy Drizzy Drake and Party Next Door, Drizzy Drake and PND. So their album, Some Sexy Songs for You, has hit #1 on Apple Music and iTunes. And this happened a couple of hours after their release. And it's been in and out of #1 all day long. They're saying that this album has a good chance at debuting at #1. So we're going to see what happens with the album with Party Next Door and Drake. Now, it's going to be a hard time to get to #1 because I believe because of the Super Bowl spike, Kendrick's album will probably reach #1 this week. And then I believe Drake's album, I don't know, it may stop it from entering at #1 because I heard Kendrick's album did 247, but that was, okay, so yeah, it's going to probably be Monday. All right, so yeah, so it's got a chance of going up because that'll be next week for this album. Yeah, so next week, it has a good chance of going #1. Also, about Sexy Song for You, I believe every song on the album, that's what, 21 songs? At least 20 of the songs are in the top 30 on Apple Music. So, you know, I see mixed reviews on the album. I gave the album a 7 out of 10 on Twitter. So I gave the album a 7 out of 10. And everybody, of course, is talking about Give Me a Hug, where Drake throws a shot at Joe Budden while bigging up his girl from the 6, Melissa Ford. So we'll just give you a quick line of what Drake said there.
Savage, you the only nigga checking on me when we really in some shit, brother. Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a dick sucker.
So Drake said, Joe Budden caught a bad one. Savage, you the only one checking on me. We really been through some ish, brother. Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a dick. Joe Budden, shout out to Joe. Savage, you the only one checking on me. Really been through some shit, brother. Melissa Ford, you a legend from the 6. Hate to see you with a dick. Oh, man. Yo, Joe Budden gonna be pissed off. He gonna probably yell at Melissa Ford. It's not even her fault. But he's gonna say he seems like the type that he'll be so mad Drake said that he'll be saying, "Oh, so do you think I'm a dick sucker? Let's just get it out in the open right now. We can get out in the open right now. You got options. Y'all niggas got options. If you think I'm a dick sucker, you got options." You know, he'll take it all serious like she said it. And Melissa Ford ain't caring. She walking around now with the "Give Me a Hug." She playing "Give Me a Hug" on her Twitter. Melissa Ford, you looking to get fired. But anyway, shout out to Drake and Party Next Door, man. And moving on to Rihanna in the courthouse today. So they're getting ready to start deliberations. They finished up final arguments today, and it got crazy, man. The lawyers are saying that for the jury, they're actually saying do not mention anymore that Rihanna is in the courthouse. They've told all the reporters and everything, don't mention anymore that Rihanna's in the courthouse. They were talking to the jurors and also saying, doesn't matter whether she was in the courthouse or doesn't matter what she bought her sons, because the last couple of days Rihanna bought her son. And a lot of people was complaining saying, Tory Lanez bought his son and everybody was complaining about it. But Rihanna gets to bring her sons and nobody seems to have an issue with it. So I believe that the prosecution tried to feel as though they were doing that to try to sway the jury or what have you. And sway people. So they'll say, I can't take him away from his son, stuff like that. So that's why they're making that statement. But take a listen to what happened. Like, this is still during the closing arguments. This is between the prosecution and I call him Tapioca Puddin. His name is like Tapicono. I believe he's A$AP Rocky's lawyer. I mean, take a listen to this mayhem during closing arguments. This is the prosecution and A$AP Rocky's lawyer.
And I'm going to bring up something that's really important. The defendant is a celebrity. His wife's an even bigger celebrity. Many of you know who they are. They brought in 2 adorable children yesterday for closing argument. Now, they haven't been here at any other time. And you have to ask yourselves, those kids have a right to be there. Why children that age would be here in a situation like this, don't know. But you have to ask yourselves, am I going to let my feelings of not wanting to convict the defendant? And Mr. Tacopina made it very clear. If you noticed in closing today, he literally brought up Rihanna, he brought up the defendant's family, and he basically was saying, hey, listen, if you convict him, it's going to be very difficult on the family. That is not something you are allowed to consider. So I'm not telling you I don't think you should consider it. You are not allowed to consider it. If you think you are allowed to consider it, ask the question of the judge.
A stipulation in front of a jury that he knew was not true or didn't know if it was true. And that's unethical. That's unethical. And this is a guy who, the Ninth Circuit just said lied to a jury in the Branford case.
Your Honor,
so
Your Honor, Your Honor,
about him
one more thing out of him, and we air everything that's happened in this case, which the court's aware of.
Stop.
He might want to stop.
I'm so threatened.
You should be, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a break.
You should be.
Don't tell the courts ever told me I was a liar.
Hold on the whole time. Hey!
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so scared of you.
Stop it! Knock it off.
And finally, we're going to close it out with Jay-Z and the boy Diddy. So their lawsuit has been dropped. Tony Busby voluntarily dismisses the lawsuit with prejudice, meaning they cannot refile again. I'm going to do a breakdown video and let you guys know with the paperwork and let you know exactly what happened. Be looking for that. Jay-Z is innocent. Name is cleared. Let me let you know his response. Jay-Z says, today is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and then they quickly realize the money grab is going to fail, and they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. Sean Carter. So that's what Jay-Z had to say. Like I said, we're going to do a breakdown of it. Case dismissed for Diddy as well as Jay-Z. And we're going to do a breakdown video next of this. And we'll get into what Alex Spiro said. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.